Welcome back. The Outer Wilds is an absolutely amazing game. You know, originally I was actually going to do a review of the Outer Worlds, but for some reason all the footage I recorded for that was really stuttery and I couldn't really get it to work. Also, I kind of got bored of that game for some reason. But goddamn, I completely fell in love with this game. I actually had fun playing a video game, and that's pretty rare these days, hey? You start off as a young alien boy on a cozy little planet named Timber Hearth, where you're just about to set off on your first voyage into the great unknown. You aren't the first to venture beyond your planet's atmosphere though. If you whip out your transmoglobulator, or whatever the fuck it's called, and train it in just the right direction, you'll hear the beautiful melodies being played by your fellow adventurers who are currently spread out all over your mini solar system. And it's time for you to join them. Head up to the observatory and grab the launch codes, and then hop into your ship. From this point on, you're basically free to explore wherever and whatever you want. The game doesn't really push you too hard in one particular direction or anything, and it certainly doesn't tell you where you shouldn't go. In fact, the first thing I did when I got into my ship was head straight towards the mysterious looking dark bramble, just to see what the crack was there. That was a really bad idea, and I would highly recommend not doing that.
Hey, what's up guys?
There are some quote-unquote safer places to explore though. If you head out to the outer edge of the solar system, you'll find the Interloper, a small comet which swings in and out of the solar system every once in a while, just to say hi. The next planet in is Dark Bramble, and we don't talk about Dark Bramble. Further in lies the beautiful Giant's Deep. That's the planet you saw at the start which had that bright flash of light above it. Oh hey, maybe you should check that out. Hint, hint. I'm not going to tell you what's below those clouds because I absolutely loved the fear of flying through them, not really being sure what I'd find below when I played, and I don't want to spoil that for you. What I will say is, the resident astronaut in Giant's Deep, Gabriel, is a total bro. The man just spends his time chilling in his hammock, absolutely wailing on his flute, and he's a pretty useful skill you can learn that might come in handy at some point. Next up comes Britto Hollow, which, as a planet, is about as stable as America is right now. It is a moon that shoots fucking flaming meteors at it, which literally break the planet apart. These broken chunks of former planet are then sucked into a literal black hole which is just hanging out for some godforsaken reason, and end up somewhere far away. It's pretty fucking metal. Then comes Timber Hearth, your home. A lovely little planet with some interesting things to explore, and a 5-star rating on TripAdvisor. And last but not least, the two planets closest to the sun, the Hourglass Twins. Why are they called the Hourglass Twins, you ask? You're a fucking idiot, just look at them, I answer. Not long after you begin the game, the sand from the ash twin will start to gradually drain onto the Ember Twin, revealing secrets in one and covering up secrets in the other. But what happens when the ash twin runs out of sand? What happens when Britto Hollow has been fully consumed by that black hole? What happens when that sun that's been gradually growing and growing in the background while you haven't really been paying attention reaches its zenith? Well, this happens.
We're back and we're ready for it all over again.
Welcome back. 22 minutes. That's all the time you have. From the moment you wake up to see that flash in the sky, an invisible countdown begins. From that point onwards, you have 22 minutes to explore as much as you can explore and figure out as much as you can figure out. Because when that timer ends, the sun will once again explode. The solar system will be wiped out. And you'll wake up back beside that comfy campfire once more. Ready to begin yet another loop.
Oh shit, here we go again.
And you'll quickly discover that you're the only person that seems to realise that the sun keeps exploding and everyone keeps dying. You try to change things, but time and time again, no matter what, at the end of every loop, the Hourglass Twins will reset, Britto Hollow will become less brittle, and the only thing you'll get to keep is the knowledge you discovered from previous loops. It makes you feel kinda helpless and alone. But as you explore the planets, you'll quickly discover that you aren't really alone after all. Dotted around the solar system are numerous ruins and clues left behind by a long-gone civilization known as the Nomai, who may or may not have had something to do with your current predicament. Most of these clues come in the form of primitive WhatsApp group chats, where members of this cryptic species communicated with each other using a branching circular language that only you can translate. Your goal is to try to piece together these distinct pieces of information in order to figure out just what the fuck happened and how to potentially get out of this mess. In doing so, you're going to have to solve some puzzles. Most of these are fairly easy to figure out, while others are more confusing than trying to work the shower at your friend's house. But the hardest puzzle of all comes in the form of the humble campfire. Throughout your adventures, you'll run into loads of these campfires, and will have the opportunity to roast some lovely marshmallows over them. For some completely unknown reason, my way of doing this was to jam the stick right into the fucking fire like a goddamn ape and set the whole thing alight. I'd then extinguish the flames and try to eat it, and then wonder why my character was making that disgusted sound. It wasn't until I watched a YouTube video in the game and saw someone do it properly that I realised what an idiot I was. So why did I just tell you about that? Well, I think it perfectly illustrates what an absolute dumbass I am. But even still, I didn't really have any problem progressing in this game. In fact, there were only 2 occasions while playing where I had to actually look something up online. And to save you the same pain and anguish I faced, I'll tell you about them now. Number 1. You cannot get to the Black Hole Forge level of the Hanging City via those 2 gravity tower things, no matter how many times you try to sprint and jetpack up them. It might look like you're close, but you're not gonna make it. Just trust me on this one. It took me an embarrassingly long time to figure that out. Number 2. The solution to getting into the Ash Twin project is not to wait until the Ash Twin has been drained to sand and then fucking ram your ship full speed into the planet's surface. For some reason, that actually doesn't seem to work. It's pretty surprising, I know. We need to talk about the music. Outer Wilds legitimately has one of the best soundtracks I have ever heard in a game. Every planet has its own special theme, which really encapsulates what that planet is about. Timber Hearth is just all happy, you know, we get the banjos going, it's really upbeat and all. Look here, I'm not a music expert or anything, so I can't really tell you the deep meaning behind it, but, you know, it just really feels like you're home and you're safe. That is until you hop in your spaceship and take off, that space theme starts playing, and you're ready for some adventures. The music for Giant's Deep is kind of weird and mysterious, and is probably one of the few examples of a water level theme done right. The Dark Bramble theme is fucking terrifying, which is fitting because Dark Bramble itself is fucking terrifying, and the music will even let you know when you've fucked up. At one point I got to a new location, looked around a bit, and then stupidly picked up an item that I definitely should not have been messing with at that point of the game. You know, I didn't really think anything of it. I'd picked up and interacted with tons of things in the game at that point. But then this ominous shit started playing, and I realised that I'd probably done a big no-no. I didn't have a clue what to do with the thing. I could have put it back, but I was kind of curious. I wanted to see what would happen if I took it, and have to say, yeah, it wasn't really a good outcome. How did I realise I fucked up? Well, it's very similar to this theme, and when this theme starts playing, you better explore whatever you have left to explore in that location, because in a couple of seconds, that sun is going to explode, the solar system will be obliterated, and that 22-minute timer will be reset once again. Welcome back. Look, just play the game, alright? If you don't play this game, I'm gonna come to your house and I'll fucking duct tape you to your chair, handcuff you to your keyboard. I'm gonna make you play this game. And it's just great. Fucking 22 out of 10. Just buy it. Come on. Piss off.